Hi, okay, this video is going to give you a really easy, quick way, an idea to run Facebook ads in Command if you don't have a listing or all of your listings are under contract already to attract buyer leads. So I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen, and this should not take very long, so bear with me. But my goal is to do this in under 10 minutes. Okay, so you can see how easy it is to run an ad in under 10 minutes. The first thing you wanna do is open your Keller Williams website, right? So everybody has their own personally branded Keller Williams website. Mine is ritagetsyohome.kw.com. It looks just like anything else, any other website you would go to search for homes for sale, but it's personally branded to me so that anywhere anybody clicks and inputs their information, I'm gonna get it back, right? My marketing dollars, my leads, that's our theory. So what the idea behind this ad is that buyers are mostly attracted to homes that are for sale. Historically, Facebook ads work best when you're promoting a listing that is actually for sale in an area. That is what buyers have deemed that they will exchange their information for, right? So with social media ads, what you're looking to do is to figure out something so compelling that a buyer who's being inundated with a lot of ads will agree to give their information to you in exchange for the information. Okay, so this is where the hook comes in. Usually it's very effective if you run ads on your own listings or listings in the market center with the permission of the listing agent to get leads on it. But if you don't have any listings right now and you're looking for a creative way to do it, I've seen results with this way too. So pull up your website, search for the area where you want buyer leads, and then this is going to be the catch. You're going to go into the price section, and instead of just doing all of the homes for sale, narrow it down. So you want to look and think about, okay, in this area, where are homes selling really quickly? And well, you know, in our market, homes are selling in any price range really quickly. But if we're in Highlands, where is the biggest pool of buyers going to be? And the reason why I say the biggest pool of buyers is because you want to make sure when you're casting out a Facebook ad that you are getting interest by a big group of people, right? You don't want to necessarily run, this ad doesn't work as well if you're doing it for like $1 million plus in Highlands, because there's maybe only 1 or 2 houses for sale, if that, right now in Highlands. And there's not a huge pool of buyers. Like the buyers that are looking $1 million plus, we all know in Ulster County, probably Highland is not their like, you know, top location. So it might work in other areas, but for Highland, what I know is that a really sweet spot for a lot of buyers is between 250 and 450, right? So all I did here was I just narrowed it down. And now what you're looking at is a list of 36 properties, all in Highlands, all between $250,000 and $450,000. Now this is a list that a lot of buyers would be interested in seeing. We're hearing from buyers all of the time, where's like the secret homes for sale? Or is there anything that you have that I haven't seen? The answer is no, right? Like the MLS is syndicating these houses out to people. But if you put the ad in a way that says, see all of the homes available in Highland between 250,000 and 450,000 right here, you're going to catch buyers' attention. So if you've never looked at, just one quick thing, if you've never taken a look at your personally branded website or used it, it's really nice and it's very functional. I would recommend only linking to whatever your personally branded website is whenever you're posting on social media. That goes for listings or otherwise, because the benefit is, well, one, it looks nice. It looks the same as it's going to look on Zillow or Realtor.com, right? But the benefit is, say somebody lands on this landing page and they do, and they click on this house, they're very interested, right? So they're looking. This page looks really nice. It looks great on mobile too. Like it, you know, it's a nice design. If they decide that they want to talk to somebody about it, they would click Ask Your Agent, and they have to create an account and submit it to you. Now, this doesn't go into like the office, right? This isn't the office's webpage. It goes to you. It goes to your Command profile, right? That's part of what we're all about here at Keller Williams. You're going to spend the marketing dollars to put behind it. Have your own website so that anybody that clicks on any of this stuff and logs in is only directed to you and not put into, you know, some pool in the office to be distributed accordingly. So, okay, so you're gonna take, so this is just an example of what this looks like. If you've never clicked around in here, there's tons of great information. And it looks really nice. All right, so now we know the idea of our ad is ultimately to attract buyers in Highland who are looking between $250 and $450 for a house. So we pulled up this list for them that will be helpful. So all you're gonna do now is copy this long rambling URL at the top, right? So now anytime somebody pastes this URL into a browser, they are going to open up this same exact page. And then what you're going to do is now you have basically a landing page essentially to run an ad around. So open up your command, go into campaigns, go up here to paid ads, hit create new campaign, choose a social ad. Your goal, right? What is your goal? It's just to attract buyers. Highland buyers, 250 to 450. Where will your campaign run? Just choose Facebook, or if you want to do an Instagram ad, you can choose Instagram. And then this is what it looks like when this pops up. Okay, so a couple of things to point out. You're not going to add a listing because you're not advertising any listings specifically. Scroll down, so you have add text. This is where you're going to do your main copy. So anything you're entering in over on the left side is going to populate over here on the right side, so you can see an example of exactly what it's going to look like, what your ad is going to look like, right? So you can do the web feed or what it's going to look like on mobile to make sure that both versions, and here's a hint, really what you want to make sure is that on mobile, the ad looks good, because most people are not going to be on a desktop looking at Facebook, they're going to be scrolling on their phones. Okay, so that means also that the main copy should be kept generally short, because on mobile, it will cut off if it's too long. So it's really simple what you're doing here though. The hook basically is that the real estate market in Highland is hot, curious what homes are for, or you know what, I won't even say that. For a complete list of homes currently available between 250 and 450,000, click below. You might come up with something better than me, but this would be essentially, you know, all you have to do. You might throw in an emoji. People like emojis. They work well in advertising. So maybe we do like a thumbs up. You could come up with a better emoji than that, but just for an example, right? So now you see on the right-hand side, you're looking to see what the ad's gonna look like. Okay, so then the headline is this text down here. So this is just a brief description of what it is. Complete list of homes in Highland, Highland, New York, 250 to 450. And then in the description, you want to put in the description a call to action and a quick description of what it is. So click below for a complete list of all homes currently available in Highland, New York for 250. Again, you can probably come up with better copy than me, but this is a general idea so that you get an idea. Okay, save the ad text. Next thing, add media. This is where you want to configure. Now you need an image, right? So what you can do is a couple of things. You can either go into campaigns, right? And right in here, you can go to browse design library, and it will pull into whatever you have done in campaigns. So if you've done a little graphic in campaigns, you can pull that right in there. Here's a tip though, for Facebook ads, you can't have more than 30% of the image be covered in text. So like this one here, would not work for Facebook ads. This one here though, probably would, because it's just a kitchen. So you don't want to just do a kitchen, like come up with something catchy. You can also, honestly, probably what I would do is take my snipping tool. So you should have a snipping tool on your computer, same as I do. Do new snip and copy exactly what this page looks like. This is what Facebook likes. Facebook will look at the image and make it look a little bit better, but Facebook wants the whatever image you're looking at to look like the page that you're pointing people to. They'll show your ad to more people if it does that. So snip of Highlands. So let's see. This might not be the right dimensions. You might have to play around with it a little bit, but go to upload. And then, okay. Okay, so you make it look a little bit better than this, but that can be an example, right? So you upload an image. Nothing else you really have to touch on that screen. Now you're gonna go to actually configuring the Facebook ad. So you wanna choose the page. So say we wanted to run the page for the office's Facebook business account. You can only run Facebook ads on business accounts, okay? So you choose it has to be connected. If you have questions, ask Corinne, or there's a million, videos you can watch on how to do that. Now, this is the most important part of the whole thing. You want to make sure in this section you have use Facebook lead generation form selected. So what that means is that somebody's going to come across this ad on their Facebook feed. They're going to be like, I want a list of homes from $250,000 to $450,000. So they're going to click learn more. They're going to click on the ad somewhere. What you want to pop up is this Facebook lead generation form. So what Facebook is going to do is pop up this box that is going to pre-fill their information and say submit. Okay, when they say submit, they're giving Facebook permission to release their information to you. That information is going to go directly into your contacts in Command, directly in there. You don't have to download a list, upload, no, it automatically will go into Command as a lead. Now you have somebody to talk to. But it's really important that you pick the Facebook lead generation form, because if you choose just use a site or a landing page, what will happen is it will just direct them to the site, and then you're banking on them clicking on something to then submit their information, and the odds of that happening goes down significantly. So if you put it this way, they have to click and give their information in order to get to this page, okay? That's the ultimate goal, is that you're giving them a hook of, this is a list of houses that are available, that's interesting to them, they click, it's something they're interested in enough that they say, yes, I'll give you my information so that I can get the list. That's how you get names into your database for leads. Okay, so make sure you do use Facebook lead generation form. Then in here where it says follow-up destination URL, that's where you're going to paste this long URL that we have. Okay, so you paste that, and then what will happen is once they submit their information and click whatever, submit, or whatever Facebook says at the bottom, they land on this page, this beautiful looking page. And that's it. I mean, it's as simple as that. Then the next thing you're going to do is figure out your audience. So maybe you choose Highlands, New York, and a radius, 10 mile, 15 mile, 20 mile. You could choose New York City, you could choose Brooklyn, right? We know there's lots of buyers up here. And then when it says add or change interest, what we typically recommend is 2 things that will narrow down who Facebook shows your ad to, so to make sure that it is highly targeted. So what you can do is Zillow and Realtor.com. So now Facebook is going to show this ad that you've created over here to people in Highlands and within 15 miles radius of it who are interested in Zillow and Realtor.com. So people that are on Zillow, on Realtor.com, are interacting with those Facebook pages, they're going to then show the ad. Do you think that this is going to give you potential to get in front of people in Highlands that are looking for homes for sale? I'm going to tell you, spoiler alert, it 100% will. Okay, Then duration and budget, we generally recommend not doing any more than 10 days, and all you really need is about $3 per day. So over 10 days, $3 a day, it's about 30 bucks. So say you want to save that, you would do save duration and just hit publish and it's out. It's out there. And all you do is you'll watch the leads roll in. So let me just show you quickly. The next thing you'll want to know is where are the leads? What you can do is, one, you should be alerted in Kelly, your Kelly app on your phone, anytime a lead comes in, right? Then if you go into filters, if you filter by leads only right here and hit apply. Now keep in mind, this is a Market Center demo account, so there's not a ton of information. Oh wait, Rita Manzioni, what? She registered for my website? I was practicing. So this was me. I literally was on the Market Center's website. I registered and I came in as a lead. And you can see a timeline, opportunities. You can put them onto a smart plan. I would recommend putting anybody that comes in on this list, anybody that comes in as a lead on this list, automatically add a neighborhood for them in Highlands, right? Because you know they're interested in Highlands. So you do that one, okay? And then put them onto a smart plan for a neighborhood nurture so that, and do a bi-monthly one, so twice per month, every other week, they're being sent market stats in Highlands. This is the same thing, I'm gonna tell you right now, this is the same thing Realtor.com does for leads. Same system, but way cheaper. So what we're seeing right now is, talking of expense, is leads for under $2. So if you put $30 behind this ad and you see some results, there's potential you could get 10 or 15 leads out of that. So that's it. I mean, in 15 minutes, I just showed you how to create an entire Facebook ad to run for buyer leads. Go out there, try it, let me know how it works. If you have any questions at all, reach out to me. And if you run the ad and see results, please share. I would love to hear that. Okay, happy Friday. Talk to you all soon.